Hello, Stacy.
Hi, Sam.
How are
How are
you?
you? Alrighty. You're
Good.
in London time, right? So you guys didn't switch time.
We didn't switch yet. No, we're switching on Sunday
Oh, so
night.
you do switch time. It's
Yep.
just different from
Just
us.
yeah, just a couple of weeks behind you guys.
I see, I see. All right. So the last time I emailed pork bun, and
Yep.
then they emailed me back and they asked me for a screenshot or the error message that we were getting, but
Right.
I didn't know. So I messaged you on school, but I guess you didn't see my message. So um do you think you have like the recording so that we can take a screenshot of it, or if not, we have to
Um,
do it again so we
so
can get this?
they weren't able to just add those records for us manually.
I don't know. They just replied back to me and they said, can you send me a screenshot of the
Hmm.
error message you were getting?
Okay, that doesn't really help us. All right. So, do you want to share your screen and we'll take a look?
Sure.
We'll have another go at making those changes. So I'll
Okay.
need you to log me into um, system and pork bun.
All right.
Okay, so we got system there. That's great. And then if you can do pork bun in another tab.
So I am in already in Portland.
Cool. Okay. All right. So let's do remote control.
All right.
I think we were trying to set up the emails, weren't we?
The email was already like forwarded.
Yeah, this looks like it's still loading.
Okay.
So it's green and gorgeous is the new domain.
Yeah.
Okay, so hmm. Okay, so let's have a look at these settings. So yeah, this is what we were trying to do last time. So it's green
Yes.
and whoops,
Mhm.
green and gorgeous. Got me?
Yes.
All right. Get that. Right, so let's try this process again and just see what happens.
Okay.
Okay, looks like that's worked this time.
Okay, good.
Got that right. All right, looks like those have gone in okay.
Okay.
And then demarc. Okay. Cool. So that looks like we'll need to wait for those settings to like move through the internet. So that can
Okay.
take up to 24 hours. And then I don't think we verified the email address yet. So was it info at?
Yes. Wait, sorry. This one, info at, and then, oh, wait, you don't
Sorry,
have it?
I'm typing. I'll stop.
No, it's, no, I already have something saved for that. So it like auto does that.
Okay.
Info at, green and gorgeous.me.
Cool. And then hit save. And then we'll need to check that inbox and make sure that the email has come through.
Okay. So it should take like 24 hours before we can edit it, the
Yeah, just
website.
for those changes that we made to be they have to move across the internet, across the globe. So
Okay.
all right, so
So,
if you click on the link to verify
okay.
and then confirm. All right, nice. And then right, I'm going to take over again. So just trying to remember where we got to last time because we were looking at the funnel as well, weren't we?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we changed it over on the back end. Let's see what the funnel looks like.
Will everything just transfer over, or we have to like redo everything?
No, it's gonna we're just gonna change the address and all the content and everything stays the same.
Oh, okay.
So we just flip it over to Green and Gorgeous. Yeah, so now that we view this step, it should go to the Green and Gorgeous.
Okay, cool. I
Yeah.
do maybe next time, but I do want to add like a a logo banner.
Mm-hmm.
And also I do want to change, now that it's called Green and Gorgeous, I want it to be more of like a green color.
Yeah. I wouldn't go too overboard on the colors on the landing page.
Mhm.
Because in my experience, the more simple the landing page, the better it converts.
Okay.
So I think it's fine to have some brand colors, but just keep it like minimal. So let's change that. Yeah. Okay, that's done.
Okay, great. Thank you, Sam.
No worries. Is there anything else, Stacey?
That's it. Probably next week I'll think about the banner stuff.
Okay, cool.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Hey, Xander.
Hello, Sam. Nice to meet you. I joined the paid group last week, so this is my first call.
Nice, welcome.
Thank you. So I talked to Aman a little bit earlier today. and he kind of gave me a brief rundown of like what these calls are for, and I think I have a general idea, but I have a kind of a few questions on how it works.
Sure.
Okay,
That's the
so
way.
I've been watching a lot of the free material or the included material, and
Yeah.
they're really helpful and like mind blowing, face melting stuff. Just so simplifying and it's great. Um, so I don't have a school community. I work on Thinkific. Um, for the sole reason is I started my program with Thinkific, and then I uh, realized that it's like one of, or at least school doesn't have like a quiz feature. So like I do hockey clips and I do like kind of video quizzes and so I'm on Thinkific basically. I'm open to changing, but it does take a lot of, manual labor to upload everything. I guess my other question is like do you help with Thinkific stuff and like landing pages with that? And my website's on Squarespace. And I don't know how it all works and what you help with, I guess. What's your specialty?
Yeah. So it's really the tech, like you saw with Stacy just there, like um setting up the right domain for her website, for example, like doing the technical
Okay.
bits and pieces. But what specifically is it that you need help with? Is there like a specific thing?
Um, I would say right now I'm I'm not like necessarily using a any type of landing page. I'm mostly just going from call to action content to DMs to discovery call.
Yeah.
Um, and I have one membership, or I have one membership. It's $8 a month. I have about 50 people in it, and that's through Thinkific. And I've been trying to use a landing page, but I found like maybe you can help with the strategy is like if I do a call to action and they click on the link at my Instagram story, I think I'm thinking I would just want to take them to the login screen rather than another sales page where they have to like opt in, I guess. Is that kind of the right way to think of it?
So you take them from your content straight to the Thinkific sign up page.
Correct. So Thinkific requires them to basically create an account so they can like save their coursework.
Mm.
And then in that course, it's a free lesson basically is how I do my freebies.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking maybe if when I'm selling that, I don't even want to use any type of landing page. I just want to go from DMs or Instagram link to that, create an account, and then they get the freebie. Is that kind of the right way of thinking, or should I do a
Yeah,
landing
I
page?
think yeah, there's a few thoughts that come to mind. So it might be a bit jarring for people that they clicked on this link and then they have to sign up for an account for something.
Okay.
Um, what we do and what we recommend our clients do is have a landing page where they opt in and you collect their name and email address,
Mhm.
because then you can market to them later. Like email
Yep.
address is so valuable because it's portable. It doesn't matter which email system you use, you can always like exchange the email from one place to the next. Whereas,
Yeah.
if you have like followers, let's say you have followers on your Instagram account and your Instagram gets shut down, you lose all those followers, like you never get access to them again. So, and obviously with an email, that's different. So
Yeah.
we put a lot of value on the email address because it's a way to get hold of people no matter what system you use.
Hmm.
So that's what we use and what we recommend for our clients. So opt-in page for a freebie, they give their email address in exchange for that, and then we also invite them to the community as well. So in your case, it would be like Thinkific.
Yeah. I guess my concern would be if there's because I've seen some of the pages, like I've asked for some of the freebies that Ted sends, and
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's kind of what you're describing. And um, it gives you a place to do your email, and it says like, where should we send the freebie? And then it has some information, testimonials, and maybe like a VSL at the top.
Yep.
I'm thinking if I have that type of page, but I have the Thinkific freebie on Thinkific, then that basically adds an extra step where they have to give me the email and I have no way of sending them the email from the Thinkific freebie because it's on Thinkific, and they have to make an account there. So it'd be
Mm.
2 like email inputs in another step.
Yeah.
That's what I'm worried about, I
Could you
guess.
have the freebie hosted outside of Thinkific?
I could for some of the freebies. So
Mm.
some of my freebies are, could be just like a video, kind of like exactly what's on school. But a lot of my freebies, which are I think a good selling point, are these like um, quizzes. They're video quizzes, and Thinkific allows me to use that format. So
Right.
I think I'm locked into Thinkific until I can switch everything to something else. But maybe I won't.
Mm. Yeah. I would say like as far as that goes, like having an email address is so much more valuable than having them complete a quiz, I think.
Yeah,
In
I do when they sorry to interrupt you, when they create an account and then they get the quiz, I do get their email address. I get their name and their email, and then it's just yeah, I do get that email, and I can email them, and then basically I add them to my list automatically, and I have basically anybody who's done the freebie on a big list, like 300
Right.
people.
Okay. Okay. That's good. That means you're getting that information.
Yeah.
How many people have you got on your Thinkific community right now?
So I'm in the process of like kind of creating a community. I have my high ticket one-on-one, and I have an $8 membership. And
What's your
then I
offer?
have a
Sorry,
group.
I don't know if I asked that question yet.
No, sorry, it's a I do virtual hockey training, so like strategy and basically helping players score more goals. I
Okay.
do high tickets like one-on-one Zoom and an online course, and then the membership is $8 for a new quiz every week. So kind of like a little thing. But
And how does the quiz help them become a better hockey player?
it one terminology that I use is it's like a simulation of a decision you make in a game.
Right.
So it basically different situations, I make different lessons, and it helps them to, basically simulate the decisions virtually, and they're getting more practice on what they need to work on.
Right.
Yeah. So
And
I
then
guess yeah, I think your original question was something about like how many people,
yeah.
right? So I've been sporadic with doing call to actions for the membership, which is the $8 a month thing. Um, but I have about like 300-ish people who've signed up for the freebie. And so I have their information. And then I have about 50 people of that 300 who are signed up for the $8 a month. Um, so that's kind of my numbers for that. And then my one-on-one people, which are also on Thinkific, but I have about 8 people there. So it's not really that significant.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So your original question was, is it okay to send people from content straight to a Thinkific page?
So yeah, straight to a Thinkific create an account page, basically.
And do you address that in the content? Like do you mention that that's the process?
Um, no, I basically say like, um, I'll be like, click click the link, or I'll show a hockey clip and I'll be voicing over. And I'll be like, this player is doing X, Y, and Z well, so learn this skill. Just like this player, click the link for a simulation quiz, and then my Instagram story will have like the built-in link feature, and then they'll click that, and it'll go right to the create an account. It kind of looks like your standard like checkout page, basically.
Right.
Um,
So I would try and ease that transition because that can be a bit jarring for people. They're expecting to get one thing and then they're presented with like a login page.
okay.
So whether you address that in your content, it's probably going to be the best way, or you have an intermediary step which says like, here's how you access it, and it gives them like a step-by-step process, like click this link, join, sign up for Thinkific, that kind of thing. I think you'll
Okay.
find your conversion rate is going to be higher when you do that, because it's less jarring. People, they know what to expect, and they also know the exact steps they need to take in order to get to the piece that they want.
Yeah, I like that idea. So kind of in the content, I can preface it and be like, just make an account, or just make a quick account, or
Yeah.
something like that. Or
Yeah, a free
okay,
account.
free account, make a free account. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Make a free
Yeah,
account to
that'll
get
help
instant
me.
access, something like that.
Hmm.
So
And
it's free and
I
it's
also,
quick.
mhm. What was that last thing? Sorry.
So just make people aware that it's free and it's quick to sign up.
Yeah, quick and free. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that, and I'll probably also be doing the like keyword DM strategy more.
Yeah.
I pretty much haven't been focusing on the membership at all, but I'll be doing that, and then I can, in the DM that I respond to them, I can say like, how to ease the transition, as you said.
Yeah.
Um, okay, I'm trying to think. That's a good approach. I like that.
What was the original thought behind your question? Like, are you finding that that's not working as well as you'd hoped, or like why did that raise a question in your
Yeah.
mind?
So I basically, last summer I did a whole month of call to actions every day.
Yep.
And I got 28 people. The next month, I was sporadic with the call to actions. I got a handful. And then the month after that, in the fall, I was even more sporadic, and I really focused on the one-on-one high ticket offer that I was building. And so I haven't done any call to actions to it in a very long time, a couple months, and I don't want to be basically spinning my wheels, sending them to a non-converting landing page,
Mm.
basically. Or do I even have to build one if my content is strong? You know what I mean?
Mm. Yeah, I mean, the main reason we emphasize like have a landing page is to collect an email address. If you can definitely get those from Thinkific, then that kind of covers that off. But also,
Yep.
what we do with our landing page, the way we have them set up, is there's email automations that happen after that, which I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs of Thinkific, but I don't know if you can have like an email automation that goes out when they join, and then we can subscribe them to other email sequences as well.
Okay.
So that's why we recommend doing it that way. And then we use the school communities. We have two, one free, one paid, and those are for DMs. Free is for nurturing, and the paid is, well, the one you're in right now.
Yeah. Okay. That's really smart. I like so email sequences, and it kind of unlocks different ones, and I could see the potential for that if I have different freebies, then I can maybe send them on to different email sequences with touching on their pain points and stuff like that.
Right. Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I'm just making a quick note.
Sure.
This is like the tech side is probably my most stressful part. So you're giving me such good clarity right now. It's very helpful.
Cool.
Um, and then some other questions I have would be more like strategic, I guess.
Hmm.
Let me think here. I guess I can kind of show you my Squarespace website. It's kind of just a general website. It's not really like a landing page or anything. Would that be something you'd want to do?
Yeah, we can look at that. What you say you have a high ticket offer.
Yeah.
So what's your offer?
So
How does that work?
I like how the contentpreneurs ask that question, and I guess my brain goes to my old way of thinking, which is the process, which is like I do one-on-one Zoom meetings, and I get access to an online course.
Right. What's
But
the
I
what's the
guess
result?
result is basically them, which I'm still working on and workshopping, is them hockey players trying to or getting to improve their goal scoring and um, to get basically scholarship, then play pro if they do everything I say, I guess.
Okay.
I'm still improving my comfort level with saying those things and translating it to marketing messaging. That's kind of what I'm working on now.
Okay. Well, that's an iterative process, but you say you have some. We're going off on a whole other tangent here, but I think it's important for us to do this. So, so you need it. Do you need like more clarity on your offer? Is that what I'm getting from you?
I think I'm clear on my offer.
Okay.
I like last week I watched so many of those videos on offer and like the P's and
Yeah.
understanding that, and I kind of understand fundamentally my offer is like wealth related because it's scholarships and playing pro. So I understand that conceptually, but please correct me if I'm wrong. It's not about me then posting an Instagram story saying, I'll help you get rich playing hockey. I don't say it like that bluntly. Is that correct?
Yeah. What does your ideal client want?
Well, they want to score more goals
Okay.
and get more points as a hockey player.
Okay.
So,
But why do they want to do that?
They want to do that to go to higher levels and play at higher levels, college or professionally, or just higher level youth league or something.
Okay. So are you helping them go pro? Is that essentially what you're doing?
Yeah, I've never really thought of it like that, but I talked to Aman and he pretty much said the same exact thing. And I've even talked to Ted and he said a very similar thing. So I guess I don't feel comfortable being like, I'm going to help you go pro. I
Right.
don't know. Yeah, maybe that's a old assumption that I need to shake still.
Yeah, because if that's what these people are searching for, and you're saying about scoring more goals and all that kind of stuff, but that's a process to get them to somewhere else, which is like a high level, professional level, making money from the sport.
Yeah, that's true. I guess it is focusing on a process. One thing I guess one messaging that I've used is um, I basically say like um, I kind of think of like the quality of a pro hockey player that everybody is really likes, and I say if you want to play like, or if you want to shoot the puck like player X, and that's kind of my messaging.
Okay.
I don't know I don't know if that's necessarily quantifiable, and it's not really related to playing pro. It's more just like a quality they want to obtain.
I think maybe it needs some more testing. So testing out messaging relating to, like you say, scoring more goals, and then also doing some stuff about like turning pro and those further loftier goals that you're actually ultimately helping them get to. Do some testing and see which resonates best with your audience, because yeah, it would just be interesting to see if the mindset of your prospect may be, well, I can never go pro, so that doesn't apply to me. I don't even feel like I could get there. Do you know what I mean? So they might rule themselves out just on that basis. So that's why I think it'd be interesting to test those two different ideas and see which works best.
Yeah, no, I actually last week I watched all those videos. Right afterwards, I scripted like 21 voiceovers for videos and I edited most of them. And so this week, starting like 2 days ago, I posted one on my story, and then um so this will be the third day of me posting that new script. I've been getting a lot of, code word DMs lately, so it's at least been resonating on that where they're taking action. and kind of starting the discussion and stuff. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna test out like what you said, like the lofty goals of scholarships and pro,
Yeah.
which is like money related, and kind of weave that into what I'm doing or just replace it basically.
Yeah. And this is all an iterative process as well. Like none of this is ever set in stone. And
Yeah.
I'm sure you know this already, but yeah, it's all about putting it into the market, testing it, collecting data and feedback, and then going back to the market with a refined, a refined message, refined content.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm finding as well. I guess I would like to be able to answer your question very confidently, succinctly in the future. But that comes with that kind of repetitions, basically.
Have you gotten any high ticket clients yet?
Yeah, so before I even was in contentpreneurs, I was kind of had off and on one-on-one clients. Um, but now, which mostly all of these people have come before, I have about 8 clients right now doing 400 a month. Um, and I've kept them for 2 to 3 months so far. Like this group of people, I haven't dropped off any. Before this 2 to 3 month period, I didn't have any clients. Besides like years ago when I would have a client here or there, because I just graduated college. So
Right. Okay. All right. So you're making money, you're making sales, you have clients.
yes, I am. My goal, I guess, for tech, if we bring it back to tech related, but I'm happy to go on these tangents. Everybody I talk to is very knowledgeable with every other area, but um, the my next goal or my next kind of plan is to either phase out the $8 membership because it's you have to just get a lot of people to make any money with that. I'm making 400, a little bit more than 400 from the 50 people I have paying $8, which is great right now, but just in the long run, it might not be something
Yeah.
super.
You got to shift a lot of
I guess,
units to make money.
yeah, I do. It is good because the churn rate, at least from my perspective, and my knowledge, is low. Like very few people drop off.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm assuming if I do what my maybe goal is $50 a month, um, for like an access to all my online material plus group coaching calls, kind of like what you guys offer. That would be like $50 a month, and I guess the churn rate would be a little bit higher on that.
Yeah, but
But
you're going to be
obviously,
making multiples
yeah.
more per. Honestly, I think you're like undervaluing it.
Hmm.
So I would raise your prices ASAP. You're undervaluing
Okay.
what you do, especially if you're helping people get scholarships and turn pro. Like that's way more valuable than $8 a month.
Yeah, yeah, that $8 a month is only they only access the simulation quizzes.
Yeah,
They don't get access to me, but I do get what you're saying.
yeah,
I am underselling it. I guess, and this is my thought process that's so outdated, but my thought process was like I was listening to all these comedians who had their Patreons and they had $8 a month Patreon. I'm like, ooh, if I can just offer something once a week, like a little material, some content, $8 a month might be a great kind of living and a lifestyle. But I see now how that's a little bit short-sighted, maybe. I guess my strategic question would be, I don't know if I'm ready to set this up today, but is the $50 a month group coaching program what I would do to sell that? So would it be a discovery call or DMs to discovery call to strategy call, or would I do just like what I did with the membership, which is kind of like a freebie, call to action freebie to um, hopefully they pay, or free trial, maybe, I don't know.
yeah. So let me tell you about how we do it in Contentpreneurs. We we rarely talk about the paid community and sell people into the paid community. What we do is we get people on the phone for a high ticket program, and then we downsell them to low ticket if they don't want to or can't invest in the high ticket program. That's how we get most people into our paid community.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's basically everybody goes like they're one-on-one or a high ticket, I should say. And then from those conversations, you basically like downsell, right?
Right.
Okay. Hmm. So would that me require, would that like, would I basically be doing like, it's interesting. I guess I've never downsold anybody, so I have never seen how practical or realistic it is.
Have you looked at the sales scripts that we have?
Yeah, that's what I was working with Aman with. I have my DM scripts and I have my discovery call script all set,
Yeah.
and then the strategy call script is the last one I have to basically go through and customize basically.
Okay, so yeah, that's where you would do the downselling. So there should be something in the script there. Aman is the GOAT when it comes to that kind of thing. So were you on the call with him early on the coaching call?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I would definitely pick his brain some more about how he does that, because he actually does that for us.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, that would be
that'll be a good question for next week. I can really go into the downsell, but I'm not even ready to do the downsell because I haven't built out the program, but I should build it into my script basically.
I wouldn't worry about building a program until you've sold it. So just focus on like what the offer is, what the result is.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Try and sell it, and then if someone buys it, you build it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess if in that line of thinking, which I agree with, I wouldn't necessarily need like a ton of landing pages besides the one I already have. If as long as I'm collecting their emails from freebies.
Yeah. Whatever you can do to
Okay.
get people on the phone is more important than anything else right now. Just get people on the phone, do discovery calls, do sales calls, and yeah, again, iterate and get feedback on those things. Record your calls, watch them back, and learn from those.
Okay, that's really good. I think I'm all set for questions. I'll kind of look at my notes here if I have anything else. But...
Okay, cool. I'll see how I can help Stacy, and then yeah, if you want anything else, just put your hand up.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Hi, Sam.
Hey.
So I forgot that I do have to change the freebie, because the freebie attachment has my old website.
Right. Okay.
So I updated the new freebie, but I have to attach it to here.
Okay.
So let me share my screen. So I'm here. This is systems. So where do I do that?
So how are you sending it before? You're sending it in an email?
Yes. So they click on my email, and then after they sign up, they get the freebie through email.
Okay. So so if you go into the email section then of system.
My email?
No, sorry, the emails portion of system.
Systems. In settings?
No, so if you exit out of the landing page builder, the top right hand corner of that button.
Top right. This one?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And then if you go into your emails, your funnel sequence emails. The emails at the top.
Oh, okay, got it. Emails.
Campaigns.
And then campaign.
Yep. Funnel sequence. And then the first email is where we deliver the freebie, isn't it?
Okay. So
Click on
should I
that.
click on it?
Yep. Okay, and then so it's attached to the email there, isn't it? I can see on the right-hand side.
This one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Delete this one. Add an attachment.
Okay. And I would make sure that you say in the email that it's attached.
Right here?
Yeah. Make sure to download it while it's done. Yeah. So I would just edit that to say to also say that the freebie is attached to this email.
Okay. How come it's not letting me edit? Switch to classic edit.
No. So scroll to the top and hit save. And now try open the email editor. I think
This
because we
one?
changed the attachment. Yep.
Okay.
So after, I think you'll appreciate, you can just say like the rest, the free guide is attached to this email. Do it in a new paragraph, I would, just so it's
Okay.
stands out. Yeah.
The free guide is to this email. That?
Yep. That's
Okay.
it.
I'll just put it with love. Or maybe best. Okay.
And then save that.
Save changes.
Mhm. Yep, that's it. And then exit.
Okay.
And then I would just send a test to yourself just to make sure that the email is the attachment is working properly.
Okay. Sounds good. All
Cool.
right then. That's it then. Thank you, Sam.
All right. See you, Stacey.
All right. See you. Bye.
Xander, have you got anything else you wanted to talk about, or should we end it there?
Briefly, I just want to follow up with one of the things you said and make sure I understand. When you said like don't build a course and then sell it, like sell it and then build it.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that? I think I know what you're saying, but I want to know for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need the course finished and completed before you sell it to someone,
Okay.
because you may have done a load of work that's unnecessary. We don't know if people want this thing yet until we sell it. So what I would suggest you do is just have an outline of the course so you can actually talk to people about what's in it, because you'll need to maybe do that in the sales call. So literally just like a bullet point outline of like the pillars of the course. And then if people ask you questions about the program, you have something to talk about.
Yeah.
Without getting too specific.
Mm-hmm.
That help?
Yeah, that does. So if that would even work for like a membership, let's say.
Yeah, it works for anything. Like just have an outline. Don't go to the trouble of actually creating the thing until someone actually wants to buy it.
Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It's kind of what I do with the membership. Because I make a new basically a lesson every week. So kind of change it and iterate, like you said. What's your background? You're obviously very knowledgeable. How'd you get involved with this business?
I was a client of Ted's. That's how I got involved. So I went through the Ted's high ticket offer, which is the business in a weekend. Have you done that?
I haven't, no, but I'm considering it.
Yeah, you should, because it's going to help you get clear on some of the things that we've talked about today. So I did that first and just built up a rapport with my coach at the time, Julie, and yeah, I don't know how it happened really. Oh, I guess I just said to Julia in an offhand remark, like, I'd love to do some coaching. And she was like, well, Ted's looking for someone. So she put my name forward and
Uh,
the rest is history. So yeah, it
yeah,
was about 6 months ago now, 8 months ago.
yeah, that's really cool. I feel a similar feeling because I met with Aman, who's kind of my salesperson, and then I just went into all the free stuff and the school group, and
Mhm.
a lot of it has been just yes, there's a lot of good content, but I've just felt so motivated, and I've taken so many actions in the last week and a half. I just feel like completely different. I don't know, but it's very exciting. So that's interesting. So what was your offer like 6 months ago, and
Yeah, so
what are
I
you
was
doing?
helping men with weight loss
Okay, cool.
because I'd sort of changed my body from like the post-COVID body to what it is now, which was a big change. So yeah, I've been helping women
Cool.
with that.
Awesome. Very cool. Well, yeah, maybe I will do the high ticket thing, but I have no other questions, so I'll leave you with Jonathan who just showed up, and
Okay.
maybe I'll see you next week.
All right. Good to see you, Xander.
Yes, thank you. Bye bye.
Okay, mate. Cheers. Hey, Jonathan.
Hey, sorry for coming in so late. I don't know how much time we have left. But I've just been trying to grow my Facebook group, and I can only follow um people that Facebook thinks I already know.
Right.
I can't, like, I'm trying to go into groups and just follow people from like Weight Watchers, or people that are overweight,
Right.
and it says you don't know this person, so you can't follow them or add them as a friend.
Right.
So, I mean, do you know any way around that? Because I'm trying to target a specific client, and I mean, for some reason they were able to pick up that I'm vegan or whatever, because it's suggesting to me those types of people,
Yes.
but it's a lot of, animal rights activists and just people like that who are not really, not really into like a weight loss plan or whatever.
Right. Right.
So I'm just wondering if you have any experience with that with Facebook.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a problem that I've had as well. My profile that I've been using for that is I've had that since 2006, so it's a really old profile.
Hmm.
I don't get that as much as it sounds like you do. How old is your profile?
Um, I think I opened this Facebook account July last year.
Okay, so it's
Um,
really new.
yeah.
Less than a
I
year
mean,
old. How many friends do you have?
well, the thing is, I had I had a lot of friends, but the problem was I hired a VA, and they added a lot of friends, and I told them, we're looking for a specific group of people. So she started like adding people from Nigeria who speak, a different language. So I had to just go in there and clean it out,
Hmm.
and I unfriend a lot of people. So I'm only down to a couple friends right now, but I was up to about 140, and it was just confusing the algorithm. So I thought I should just clean it up and try to start fresh.
Yeah, so this is the problem is that you've got a new profile and you've only got two friends or a handful of friends.
Yeah,
Um, so it's going to be I mean, you're able to send some friend requests, aren't you?
it's very tough now that I unfriended everybody.
Mm.
Um, but it's still, like I said, the people that I may know, it'll let me follow most of them
Yeah,
or add them.
yeah. So I would start adding more of those people. Do you have another Facebook account that you can use?
Yeah, I have my old personal Facebook account.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really old, but I mean, I'm just not sure if that would make any sense to use that account. I
Yeah,
mean,
I mean the fact that it's old is probably a good thing, not a bad thing.
yeah, but it's just, it has all my friends and family, and um I just kind of wanted to separate business from personal.
Yeah,
Um
so the way I overcame this was I kind of did the reverse of what you've done, which is I kept my old profile. I took all my friends and family off that and moved them to a new profile. So they're
Okay.
all following a new profile that I created recently, and my old profile that's really well seasoned and has got has got like a reputation as far as Facebook's concerned. I use that to do the Facebook outreach.
So do you think like if I go into my old profile and just delete or unfriend everybody and start off from scratch, I mean that account's probably like, I don't know, 14 or 15 years old.
Yeah.
Do you think I would still have that problem with Facebook saying you don't know this person?
Honestly, I don't know, but before you go ahead and delete a bunch of people from your personal profile, try it. Just try adding people like you normally would do from the groups or whatever.
Okay.
And see if you can do more. I mean, I don't know how many you're trying to send per day, but you shouldn't really do more than like 25 to begin with per day. And then you can ramp that up slowly over time. But if you do too much of that, you get put in Facebook jail, which you don't want to be there.
Okay.
So that's what I recommend.
Okay. All right. But as far as like my business account, I mean it will let me follow people that I may know on that. Um, I mean, should I just continue to do that on the new account
Do both,
or
yeah. Then you get
do
twice
both?
as many.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I need to figure out a way to do this because I mean I hired a VA, but you know, she's just kind of like adding everybody, and I'm trying to tell her to be kind of picky with who she adds. But I mean, do you have any experience working with a VA or?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I mean, if you're being specific enough and they're not doing the job that you're asking them to do, then fire them and find someone who will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And what would be because I know Ted says like $5 an hour is good enough for a VA. I mean, that's what I'm paying her now.
Right.
I mean, is that usually the going rate for somebody to do this?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Where is your VA from in the world?
I think she's from Singapore, but she speaks very good English.
Yeah, well,
So
Singapore's the English is the main language of Singapore, so that doesn't surprise me.
okay.
Yeah. So that
All
seems
right.
very reasonable. But if she's not doing a good enough job for you, then you might be wasting that money anyway. So it may be worth paying $8 an hour or $10 an hour for someone who's actually going to do the job that you want them to do. So
Yeah, yeah. And then I mean, I don't just one more quick question. I'm not sure if you're like familiar with this, but I was getting some people to join my group and you know, I would send them the freebie and you know, then ask them a this or that question and then they don't respond after that.
yeah.
Um I don't know how to go about that. You know, should I just leave them alone or what do you think? What would be a good way to act in that situation?
Yeah, so you need to do some follow-up as well.
Okay.
So you've been using our DM scripts.
Yes, I have, but I mean, there's a lot of people that I'll send them the freebie and I'll ask them, "Hey, are you like on a vegan diet already?" Or and then they just don't, you know, they ghost me. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
and then I'm
Super
just trying to
common.
figure out to follow up. What would be a good way to follow up with them? You know what I mean?
Yeah, so that's a really common problem, especially on Facebook, because there's so much, and Instagram as well. There's so much going on those platforms, and people are very distracted. That's why we moved away from Facebook groups and we use school groups to do that. One of the many reasons why. So yeah, and most people aren't going to be a fit, honestly. So you know, it's not that surprising that people, you know, aren't responding 100% of the time.
Okay. So should I move to school as well, or?
I mean, that's what we recommend. Yeah, is having a free school community. But to answer your question about following up, so if you look at the, let me just pull this up here. I'm going to share my screen, then we can take a look at this. So we've got a DM clinic here, but I'm looking for a DM.
The mastery.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the one with Benny, I watched that one.
Yeah.
I watched that one last night actually. It was yeah, it was pretty informative, but I can't remember if he said anything about people that are just like not responding, but
Yeah, so you just want to keep following up with people. Maybe every day or every couple of days. Basically, the way we follow up with people, we just we basically just keep following up with people until they tell us to piss off.
oh, really?
Yeah, basically.
Okay, so just bug them until they, you know, until they tell you leave me alone.
Yeah, basically. And then leave them alone if they ask you to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess I got some restructuring to do.
Yeah. Yeah, do some
Um,
testing first on your various Facebook profiles. And then yeah, if those tests are successful, you can add more people, then just restructure.
Okay. All right. I appreciate all your help. And I will try to see you guys in the next Zoom meetings because I really want to get this ball rolling. So
Cool.
thanks for all your help. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, Jonathan. Take care, mate.
Bye now.
Bye.